language. Well, hello and welcome back to the Quigley Native Chronicles. We're out at our favorite little spot on Crown Land and camping overnight here. We set up a little shooting range in this old abandoned oil lease, and it's a great spot for doing a little bit of target shooting, testing loads, stuff like that. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take good old 45 120. That's a Ruger number 1. It's modified for 45 120 cartridge, and shooting a 535 grain bullet at about 1600 feet per second. And I've got that steel gong out there set at 100 yards. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to compare this with the 243. 243 is going at about 3,000 feet per second. And in order to not ruin that gong, I'm going to need at least 100 yards distance for that. So we're going to shoot this one at 100 yards distance. Now, if you'd like, I'll show you a little bit about the sights on this gun. You can see that's a Lyman rear sight, and it has actually a little insert in there. If you can see that or not, see that I can flip that open or I can flip it closed. I've been doing some tests looking through the sights prior to this, and I have to have it on the open setting, which is that ghost ring setting. But for really fine shooting, it's nice to have that small hole. But looking through it through the small hole, there's just not enough light and not enough contrast to see the steel gong with so if I put this up, see, then we got it looking through a little tiny hole there, eh? Cuts out a lot of light, but when you open it up, then you can see very nicely, and that's how I usually hunt, is with it wide open. So in addition to that, that's the Lyman rear sight on a Tang. We also have the front sight here with a fly sitting next to it. And it's just a little gold bead on the front. And in order to adjust the windage on this gun, you have to tap it back and forth in that little slot there. So that's the only way to adjust your windage with this set of sights, basically. The rear sight, you can set it just by turning this knob here up and down, and it screws it up and down. So we're going to do a little shooting with this gun. We'll start off with the 45 120, and we'll hope that I can hit the target, because I'm using just a makeshift sort of arrangement here, which I found it actually works quite well. Rather than hauling a shooting table out to the range, I can set a little lawn chair like this at an angle to the target, and I've taken this pillow to rest on my knee just to get the elevation of the gun right, because I'm trying to do it without too much stress holding the gun to get a very even shot. But even still, it is more difficult than shooting off a bench from a nice steady rest. Still, I think I can hit that target, so, and we're going to find out real soon, okay? By the way, I'm not wearing ear protection or eye protection because of the shooting position on this chair. I have to bend like a pretzel in there, and if I have hearing protection on, it just gets in the way of the gun. So same thing with the eyeglasses. So let's give this a shot. I'm gonna take out a few of these rounds. That's the 45 120 rounds. We'll do 5 shots, eh? I'll show you what the rounds look like. So that's a pretty substantial bullet there. And that's going in right in there like that, down the pipe. So by the end of 5 shots, my shoulder will be getting sore, but I can live with that. So get this thing closed up. Yeah, with the ghost ring I can see it much better. Okay, let's give it another shot here. I think I got a position that's going to work now. It's hard. It's hard. There. Oh, the shoulder is starting to hurt already. Oh no. This is where you really have to focus on a steady trigger squeeze, because otherwise you're going to flinch when the gun recoils this hard. You just got to let that gun go off whenever she goes off. Oh, my shoulder's getting sore. Okay. Okay.
It's
Hey,
down.
Where's my target?
It's gone.
Oh, shoot. Okay. That first shot I was really straining for it and using the small peep sights, but actually with the ghost ring, the really open sight, it is very accurate still. It's sort of maybe a misconception that you're going to get more accurate with the little tiny dot, but you know, your eye centers in that rear ghost ring so nicely. You can shoot really accurately with it, as you can see, because that's a pretty small target. So what I'm going to do is got this gun empty. I'm going to go and set up the target, and maybe we'll try the 243 next and see how that works. Okay, so I guess that's what happened to the target. Just knocked it. Had it pinned in with those pegs there, but at 45-120 it hits so hard. You see that on the replay from the side camera. It really knocks that target around. So I'm going to set this thing up. Here we can see the target after it's being set up again, and take a quick look at the 3 points of impact. See one hit right there, one hit there, and one hit there. Okay, so let's move on to a 243 and see how that does against that target. So I have the remote camera, video camera set up down there again to record the amount of impact this delivers to the target, and I hope it's not going to ruin my gong, because this is a high-speed bullet. 243. This is a Ruger #1. You can see got an old Bausch & Lomb 3 to 9 power scope on it. It's, to be quite honest, it isn't the most accurate rifle. It's Ruger #1s can be a little bit ticklish that way. That 45-120, that's a real very accurate rifle, but the this is #1, not so much. And I've done a lot of tweaking with it, but I actually expect that I might get tighter groups with the open sights from the 45-120 than what I'm going to get with this. So we're going to find out. I'm going to set this up here. My same old shooting position. Let's take a few rounds. We can take 5 rounds, eh? Okay. Now, if I recall where this rifle is hitting, the Ruger, the 45-120, where you saw the impact, the point of impact on the target there, that's exactly where I want it to be, because it's a looping trajectory, and I have that rifle sighted in to hit dead on at 150 yards. That target is at 100 yards. It's got to be hit bit high or to be dead on at 150. This rifle here, it's sighted in to be dead on at 300 yards because it can shoot so flat. So I'm gonna be aiming near the bottom of that gong, expecting to hit a little bit high on it, if I can hit it with this goofy position here. Maybe next time I should bring a shooting table. I don't know. Let's see how this works. Okay, I'll crank up the magnification a little bit. See if that's better. This. Okay. You hit the target. Okay, let's see here. Let's try another one. I hope I'm not ruining my gong with these bullets. It's pretty good. We actually hunt moose with this rifle, the 243, all the time. It's not really the recommended cartridge. Isn't one that I would pick first for going moose hunting, but when you've got a 243, you don't hesitate to take a shot at the moose with it, because it'll bring them down. Probably wrecking that gong. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, one more. But you notice it's not knocking the gong over now, eh? A lot less energy. Okay, good ones. I guess we should see what kind of results we got on the target. And I want to thank my dear wife for doing this video taping. She doesn't want me to show her on the camera, but I'm going to get her on here sooner or later anyways. Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you, dear. Here, I'm going to show my partner here. There she is. You got your glasses on.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful spot we're shooting at here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all out in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, it's a little bit of a cool day, which is good. Bit of a breeze coming from the right, but just keeps things nice and comfy. And we're lucky we're not getting any rain. So let's go take a look at that target. Okay, so here's my group with 243, 5 shots. Looks like I had 2 right there. One there, one there, one there. And that's what I was saying about the accuracy of that rifle. I mean, it is a kind of not the most steady rest, but with the 45-120 in open sights, I can shoot a tighter group than I can with that 243 Ruger with a 3-power scope on it. So just kind of an idea of what we're dealing with here.
Oh.